What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ and we are with the 2024 Subaru Impreza RS. This is the top of the line trim level for this vehicle. We're going to go over the 3 different trims available for this. This is going to be the full review. We're going to start with the exterior, work our way to the interior, and then we're going to take it on a drive. Let's roll. Taking a look at the exterior, you're going to notice some pretty sharp looking black wheels. I really do like the wheel design on there. It looks pretty sharp. And if you were wondering, these are 225/48-teens. Stepping on over, you're going to see some nice little detail. It's got the Subaru on the headlight, and you have LED headlamps, and they do have the dynamic steering, so whenever you turn your wheel at night, it will turn the headlights as well. And they are really bright at night, and the little runners on them do look pretty good. Powering this vehicle in the RS is the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder boxer motor, and you are going to be looking at 182 horsepower with 178 pound-feet of torque paired to a CVT transmission. And with this, it is all-wheel drive, unsurprisingly, obviously being a Subaru. And your fuel economy is going to be 26 city, 33 highway, and 29 combined, with a 16.6 gallon fuel tank. There are 3 trim levels available on this vehicle: a base, sport, and RS. Your base is going to start at $22,995, your sport is $24,995, and your RS, which is what this is, $27,885. And there are just a couple of little options that you can get on these to change the price accordingly. Now, that is some of your stats and figures. Let's keep walking around. You have some black mirrors for accent, and then down at the bottom, to make it a little stylish as well, you have some black down there on the side skirt, which looks pretty good. And then you have keyless entry. You just simply go in there, touch it, it'll unlock. I currently have the vehicle running right now. Let's do the old door thud. Like, is it heavy? How's it sound? Pretty solid, not bad. I'm actually pretty happy with that, especially considering the price point. This thing literally all out is under $30,000, which is pretty impressive. Stepping around to the back, you can see it is a hatch. You can see the RS badging right down there. And in order to open it, there is a little button right under here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm trying. It's at a sharp angle. Nonetheless, just pop it up. And then you do have a nice little shade right here. You can just pull up, let it out, and it'll fall. You have a decent amount of storage room back here, not too shabby. And of course, you can always drop the seats down if you would like. You have a little cubby hole up here in order to grab handle and pull it down. Down she goes. And it does have the passenger side fuel door. All right, time to see whether it's easy to get in it or not. You guys know I test that on every single vehicle, so here we go. Pretty natural, not bad. Height-wise, very easy to get into as far as like stepping up. It's perfect. Now that we're back here, this is what your leg room is going to look like. I would say around 3.5 to 4 inches of leg room. And this is where I sit as the driver, so not too bad. And then let's see, headroom, try to bring it up just a little bit. I would say about 2.5 inches, somewhere in there. And I'm 5'9", for those of you that are new to my channel. So yeah, not bad. I'm pretty comfortable. I think it would be pretty uncomfortable if you had a person right here in the middle because of shoulder space. I think that wouldn't be ideal, but nonetheless, other than that, pretty nice. I love the design on the seats. Looks pretty good. It is a upgraded cloth material on the RS model. There is, however, no option for a pleather or leather in this vehicle. So that is the only thing about that. And then down here you get 2 different USB ports, USB-C and USB-A. And right here in the middle, you do have your 2 cup holders right there. Let's jump up front. Stepping into the front. Yeah, that was very easy. Certainly easier than the back, but either one, not shabby at all. Okay, now that we are inside, I do like that it has a black headliner. That makes cleaning purposes very easy. That's nice. I've seen so many vehicles that have like black and dark interior everywhere, and they'll make the headliner like a light color. Like, not ideal, because if you guys don't know, headliners, to clean them is a very finicky process because they technically are like adhesive glued. And if you like steam them too much or you clean them too much, they'll actually just start drooping down. And some older cars, I'm sure you guys have seen that. Nonetheless, this is black, so it's going to really hide dirt and stuff. So that is nice to have all of the black. I just now noticed there is a grab handle up here, even on the driver's side too, which is pretty nice. So if you do struggle somehow getting in and out, there is a grab handle, but not really necessary, to be totally honest. Checking over on the left side, you have your window switches. Down here you have your brightness of the screen and whatnot. You can take it up or down. See it go dim, see it go up. So there you go, that's your switch right down there. Looking at the steering wheel, you can see your different sources you can go through. Your seeking tracks, phone calls. This is your information screen right here. You can see it at the top changing. Over here on the right, you have your adaptive cruise control. This is the lane keep assist. Now, we're going to talk about that for just a second. So, per Subaru, it is lane keep assist. However, I just tried it out on the freeway, and I'm going to tell you, stays dead center of the lane. So, to me, it's actually lane centering. So, I don't know if they just have different verbiages, I guess, for how they describe it. But generally in the industry, like, lane keep assist is when it'll, like, be in the lane, but it'll kind of just go float back and forth, then it'll physically turn the wheel to keep you in the lane when you are about to cross. So you look like a drunk driver going back and forth is what it does, basically, because you're supposed to be paying attention, holding on the whole time, really controlling the vehicle. It's more of like a safety thing. Like if you start to fall asleep, it's going to try to, you know, warn you and keep you in the lane. That's what lane keep assist is. Lane centering, it basically keeps you dead center of the lane at all times. So kind of interesting about that one. Anyway, that is the button right there. Now you're also going to notice for this all new redesigned, refreshed vehicle, boom, we have a nice big screen. Super nice to have the big screen. Down here is your auto stop start. You can turn that off if you would like. And then of course you have all of your temperature controls. If you click right there, that's when it'll pop up with the full screen to mess with your dual zone climate, which I do like that it has dual zone climate. Very nice. Moving on down, you've got a pretty standard shifter. You have a wireless phone charger right there. There's a little light underneath that's reflecting, which is nice at night though, because it lights up everything down there. You have heated seats, high and low. Charger. And it is a rather big console. That is pretty big, to be honest. I think it's time we get it out on the road. Let's roll. Getting this new design 2024 Impreza RS out onto the road. I'm not even going to do the 0 to 60 because I will not lie, it's not the quickest vehicle, but that's not really what this vehicle is made for. The 0 to 60, I believe, is around like the 8.7-ish mark. I've ran it a few different times. I've gotten one at an 8.5, and I've gotten several that are like an 8.95. So average it to an 8.7. For all of the mathematicians that are probably going to check my math and go, that's probably not exactly right, but nonetheless, we just did that on the fly. So with that said, that's not what this vehicle is for. Now, the big thing with this vehicle is to remember the price tag. So many people like to compare it to vehicles that are in the $35,000, $40,000, $45,000 range. This vehicle is not that, okay? Just keep that in mind. So with that said, when I compare this vehicle to everything under $30,000, you get a lot of car for the money. Now, again, as I've kind of stated, which you guys haven't seen yet, it's going to release next in my improvements, I wish there were some upgrades to where you could spend a little bit more money in order to, you know, if you wanted to, get some nicer stuff on the interior, which isn't possible at this time for this vehicle, but nonetheless, a lot of bang for your buck. Now, the all-wheel drive system, Subaru has always done an amazing job, and that has not changed. It is a really good all-wheel drive system. That's the one time that you can make this vehicle feel fairly quick, and that is if you have to just punch it and turn at the same time. It grips, and that's what all-wheel drive does, and especially this one, it does an amazing job at balancing where the power needs to go, which is good. As far as steering and suspension go, it is comfortable. I don't have any complaints, actually. It rides really good. This vehicle, over previous generation, is around 10% stiffer body structure, is my understanding. And I have not driven the previous generation, so I can't speak to that directly. However, it's firm. It doesn't seem too soft, but it's not like so stiff that it's like a sports car, if you know what I mean. So pretty well balanced. As far as blind spots go, checking over my left, the pillar is really skinny. So that's a good thing. You don't have a blind spot. It's probably the skinniest I've ever seen in any vehicle. Checking over my right, again, hardly any blind spot. So again, the crash test ratings for this vehicle are really good. Subaru's always been good at crash test ratings. The other thing they're good at is fuel economy with all-wheel drive. So that's a lot of the key factors that Subaru thrives on. And the blind spot is what goes hand in hand with crash test rating as well, because even though you have skinny pillars, you may think, oh, it's not as good with crash testing. Nope, they figured out a way to get the body to crash better, drive better, like all the way around. It's done very well. As far as the road noise goes, you can hear a little bit of tire noise, but like wind noise and stuff, I don't really hear anything. So pretty impressive on that front for sure, especially, again, under $30,000. I think in summary, if you're looking for a safe family vehicle that does well on gas and is really good in the wintertime, so if you're somewhere where it snows a lot, this may be a perfectly ideal vehicle for you, especially if you're looking for something that's not going to break the bank and it's brand new with warranty. So that would be a really good option. I mean, let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys have any questions on this vehicle, be sure to comment down below as well, and I will be sure to respond. If I don't know, I will reach out to my Subaru representative and I will get back to you so you guys know. Please like, please subscribe, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.